Howdy, I'm Will Johnson. And with great changes coming to Kyle Field, we continue to ready you, the 12th man, for the upcoming 2014 football season here at Texas A&M. In our last edition, we discussed seating in the new stadium. In a moment, we'll talk to Tim Lomax of the Texas A&M Transportation Institute about traffic, but we start today with the all-important topic of parking. It is no secret that lots around Kyle Field will be greatly affected by the largest stadium redevelopment project in college football history. The 12th Man Foundation has partnered with University Transportation Services and the Texas A&M Transportation Institute to develop strategies to meet challenges head-on, and they're committed to helping members manage parking changes in the best way possible. First, adjacent to Kyle Field and due to the addition of activation towers as part of the renovation, Lot A, located off Wellborn Road on the west side of the stadium, and Lot C on the east side next to the Bright Complex and Player Development Center will experience significant losses. As shown here, the towers will expand into these areas and reduce the amount of available spaces. Also, Lot O at Bluebell Park will have a loss of over 200 spaces. This is due to renovation of the Student Rec Center. To offset some of these losses, the 12th Man Foundation has obtained more spaces in Lot P, the West Campus parking garage, and also acquired a number of spaces in Lot Y at the Medical Science Complex. And a big addition for RV parking is the new Hildebrand Equine Complex on F&B Road. This RV lot will boast a peaceful setting and offers exclusive amenities such as full-service water, sewage, and electrical connectivity, abundant space to escape from the campus frenzy, and dedicated shuttle service that will transport you and your guests to Kyle Field and back on game day. You'll hear more about shuttle services in a moment. Again, the massive scope and size of the Kyle Field redevelopment can't help but bring substantial changes in and around the stadium. The 12th Man Foundation continues to work tirelessly to make this time of great adjustment as easy as possible for its valued supporters. Everyone has combined efforts to create an integrated website and a smartphone app. Destination Aggieland, as the app is known, will have information on parking, traffic, and shuttle buses, as well as game day and local entertainment options to make it the best game weekend possible for the 12th man. So there's a look at the new changes coming to Kyle Field as far as parking in 2014. Now let's shift our focus to traffic. And to help us discuss that, we have with us Tim Lomax from the Texas A&M Transportation Institute. And first of all, just thanks for joining us. Let's get right to it. Pre and post game is really what we need to talk about, because that's when you're trying to get into Kyle Field. That's when you're trying to leave the stadium as well. Pre-game, it's easier for a lot of our 12th man donors and ticket holders to access their spots probably off George Bush than any other place.
That's right. It's going to be a lot easier for 12th man parkers to come in off of George Bush, and we can handle the visiting parkers coming off of Stotzer and University that way.
And then there's really more options from your parking to get to Kyle Field, more than ever than we've had in the past.
Yeah, we put in a couple of shuttle bus routes that'll help folks get from the 12th man lots into the stadium area.
The shuttle bus is a great addition. I mean, some lots, if they're further away, you don't have to walk as far, and I mean, I think a lot of people will be pleased with these buses going to and from Kyle Field.
And that's really why we're trying to get the folks to park to come in off of Bush. If we can get the 12th man folks to come in off of Bush and the visitors to come in off of Stotzer and University, we've got a chance to use that middle road, that John Kimbrough, as a spine to get the buses back and forth a lot faster.
And Kimbrough is actually a big part of this. We can shift our attention now to post-game. And John Kimbrough, that route there that kind of runs through West Campus and up toward Reed Arena, is going to be a little bit of a dividing line, isn't it, after football games?
Right. So after the game, if you're parked in an area south of Kimbrough, you're going to go towards George Bush and out towards 2818. If you're north of Kimbrough, you're going to go up towards Stotzer or over towards Wellborn Road, so that we can handle the bus traffic a lot faster and create a lot better service for people riding those buses on John Kimbrough and Research Parkway.
And John Kimbrough is also significant to our pedestrian traffic, as they'll see better flow, yet some changes as well.
Right. If you think about it, what we're doing is separating the West Campus area, and everybody who's south of Kimbrough goes south. That allows us to handle pedestrians along John Kimbrough a lot easier because we're separating the traffic. Also around that West Campus garage area, we're going to create a new pedestrian path that'll get you around the garage faster than the old approach, which was to walk up the passageway and wait until the garage had dumped. You know, that added 20 to 25 minutes to people's trip, and folks aren't going to have to do that anymore.
To talk more about the shuttles and get really specific here, if I'm now parking in Lot H or the Reed lot on West Campus, it can be a little bit of a distance to get to Kyle Field, but that's really where these shuttles come in handy.
Right. We've got a couple shuttle bus routes that pick up at Kane Park, go across the railroad tracks, drop off at the south end of H lot, and then the north end of H lot over by where R is, the RV park. And then we've got another route that runs around Reed Arena and down to Olson Field. We've never had bus routes for folks that close, and I think we're really trying to improve their experience.
And significant change here, we have to mention this because I think this is big as far as getting things moving once the ball game is over. Wellborn Road, like you said, if you're south of Kimbrough, head south on Wellborn. And once you do so, and you get past George Bush Drive, significant changes there that will help things flow smoothly.
Right, we're putting 4 lanes on Wellborn Road going south and 1 lane coming north, and that sort of contraflow plan will exist for 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours after the game, all the way down to FM 2818. So we're going to be getting folks off of West Campus onto Wellborn Road now. It used to be we were sort of trying to keep people off of Wellborn Road. Now we're, in essence, trying to attract them to Wellborn Road.
And you feel like you can get College Station back to its normal self in about 2 hours after a game?
Well, a normal afternoon, evening peak. I mean, you're not going to be able to drive around at the speed limit an hour and a half after the game, but I think things will be a lot better than they have been in the past.
And we've mentioned this, and it's something we've got to continue to hit on before we close this video. The app is going to be so key to fans, and do not wait to download the Destination Aggieland app.
I think particularly in 2014, we're not sure how much bandwidth is going to be there. And so there's a lot of information on the app about parking and traffic and shuttle buses and what to do in town. Downtown Bryan's going to have a Football Friday event. If you go to the app, download that on Wednesday before you even head towards College Station in Bryan. You'll be able to see who's on the stages at Football Friday. You'll get a sense of what's going on with the fan zone. A lot of information on there, but download that before you get here.
Tim Lomax from the Texas A&M Transportation Institute. We have discussed parking and traffic here today in hopes that it enhances your 2014 football game day experience.